guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have another chill video because I'm just in a I wanna chill mood recently. I wanted to test out the new ColourPop blending sponges. I have them all right here in the little like set. They're like all like falling out though because they're all wet and they like tripled in size. They're huge. I'm gonna be trying, I wanna say all of them, but at least 4 of them. There's only one that I feel like I'm like, what can I do with this, you know, when I'm already using the other 4. So yeah, these launched when I'm filming this today, which is Friday, but these are already available on the website. The set, I'll put close-ups and stuff of this little set right here. This is the Full Beat blending sponge kit. The whole kit is 20 bucks, so that makes each sponge $4, or individually they are $7. So I definitely think the full set is a really good deal. $4, that's so cheap. I'm super picky when it comes to blending sponges. I literally only use the Makeup Shack one because it's my favorite. I feel like it's the softest, but it doesn't absorb so much product, and it's just really nice on the face. Like, it doesn't feel like you're beating your face. It's like nice and squishy and it's not dense, so it really just like blends out everything really nicely. If you guys have never tried the Makeup Shack one, I really love that one. So I'm excited to try these ones today. There are 5 different ones. I'll explain what each one is supposed to do. So I'll also kind of put close-ups. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll put close-ups of the sponges as well. This one is the Velvet Sponge. So that's this one right here. I've never tried a Velvet Sponge before, but I know a lot of people love that Juno & Co. one. So I'm assuming that this is kind of like a dupe for that. It's latex-free. It's a reusable microfiber sponge with a unique flocked velvet texture that creates a flawless airbrush look. Like, really supposed to make your foundation look a little bit more full coverage, I think. And this next one is the Detail one. This one says it has a precision tip that effortlessly blends makeup under the eyes and fits every contour of the face. So I'm assuming this one would be like really good for concealer and also like maybe cream contouring. I don't cream contour, so I don't know, but I feel like that would also just be like a really good one for all over the face as well. All these are for like all over the face, but they have like specific different things, you know. This one is the Hourglass one. It says it fits comfortably in your hands, effortlessly blends product all over. I believe all of these are latex free, by the way. This next one is the Complexion one. This one says it effortlessly blends makeup into the skin for flawless application. I did see that, I don't remember where I saw it. I think they posted it on their story that this one was supposed to be like good for baking as well. And then this last one, which I feel like is the one I'm most intrigued by, this one is the silicone one. So the whole thing is like a regular sponge, but it has like this silicone center right here, and it says it's a unique silicone core that minimizes product absorption and is perfect to use with full coverage foundation. I feel like both of these sponges will be good for like full coverage if you want that full coverage. I'm more of a medium coverage, but I'll try it today, you know, see how it works. They all are really soft and squishy, so that's really promising. That's what I really look for in a sponge, because a lot of times they're like more dense, and I just feel like when it does that, it's really hard to blend out product that way. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. Let me clip my hair back really quick. Okay, so I just went ahead and primed my skin. I just used the ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer. Sorry, I can't speak. But yeah, as you guys can tell from the earlier when I did the little like close-ups, these definitely double in size. Foundation I'm going to be using today is the Lancome Tawny Dole. This is the foundation I wear all the time, so I know how it works with other sponges and everything. So I also know how this like is coverage wise, so specifically for the like velvet one and stuff, I'll definitely see if it gives more coverage or anything. So I'm gonna start off with the velvet one on this side, and then I think I'm gonna go in with the silicone one on the other side. So I'm gonna start off with this one. I hate that it's white because it's gonna get so dirty. So I'm gonna take it on this, and I hate this. I don't hate the sponge, I just hate that it's white. Yeah, I've never used a velvet sponge before, so it feels nice, you know, like it feels really nice on the skin. Okay, I definitely think it adds more coverage. Say it is giving me more coverage than I normally would get from my normal sponge. It feels nice on the skin because it is velvet. Very interesting though. You can't really tell that it's like velvet unless you like really like rub it like this, but it feels nice. So looking in a mirror up close, it does look nice. I can't really like tell that much of a difference between like my normal sponge or anything. The only thing I can tell is like, you know, when you use a damp sponge, it kind of shears out the product a little bit. It doesn't make it as like heavy. I feel like because it is velvet, it kind of absorbs so much of the wetness of the sponge. So that's the only thing, but I mean, I feel like my skin looks really nice. I like it. That's like the only little thing, but it's not like a big major downfall or anything. Like, I still like the sponge. I'm gonna go in with the silicone one now. Like I said, this is just a normal sponge, but the center right here, I don't know if you guys can even see it on camera. Oh, you can kind of see it like that. like a little center circle that's silicone. So that's supposed to like not absorb a lot of product. So I'm going to take the foundation right where that little silicone tip is at and see how that. So immediately I can tell that's not my favorite application of foundation. I don't feel like it's making it more full coverage or anything. If anything, this one's, the velvet one, is made it look a lot more flawless. Weird enough, which this is supposed to be the one that doesn't absorb product, I feel like so much product just got absorbed. Like, where did all that foundation that I just had go? I'm not liking the silicone thing. It's just not really doing it for me, so I'm gonna go back with the velvet one and just blend that out. But like I said, with the velvet one, the only thing I'm missing is like the feeling of the dampness of the sponge. I don't feel like the sponge, and it was really wet, but it's because it's velvet, I'm not feeling too much of the wetness. What's about using a damp sponge is that it applies what's needed and then picks up any like excess foundation that like doesn't, if it's like too much, you know, like I can see that this one, since it does apply a lot of foundation, that it's not like, I don't know, like it's kind of settling in my smile lines, which this foundation never does with my regular sponge or anything. So yeah, that's the only thing. But my foundation looks nice. It looks nice and flawless. Definitely a little bit more coverage than normal, but not too much. Use the detail one. The detail one to blend out my concealer and maybe the rest of my face to see if that helps a little bit. Kind of pick up any excess product that's kind of sitting on top of the skin. That's what I really like about blending sponges. So I'm going to apply concealer. This is the Kylie Skin one. So I'm going to blend out my concealer with this. Sorry, okay, I hope my concealer didn't like dry. Ryan just called me, so I'm like, please blend out now. So I'm just using this one. Tip is really nice and it gets like right up in here. A really good size. I feel like this one actually might be my favorite. Okay, I really like this one a lot. I love the way it fits underneath my eye. The reason why I like this one a lot because it fits really nice underneath the eye and it's a really good size for concealer, but I also feel like this right here is really good for foundation, like size-wise. I'm gonna take a little bit more foundation and see how it blends out the foundation or if it absorbs too much or anything. So taking a little bit more. Oh yeah. I like this one a lot. I feel like this one is the most practical for me. I don't like to have to switch in between sponges and stuff for like concealer and like for your face. I want everything all in one, and I feel like this one is a good size. The bottom is a really good size for all over your face, and I feel like it's really soft, it's really nice, and it's not absorbing product. And then this is just really good for concealer. It's just a really good size. So this one by far is my favorite. Also the Hourglass one, which I feel like this one is a little too fat for underneath the eye. Like it'll work, but I like the point of this one more. I feel like this one might be good for like maybe cream contouring and stuff. I don't cream contour, so or maybe like blush, like cream blush or something like that. And I'm gonna use the complexion one to bake underneath. And I also feel like I could also bake the sides of my nose with this one too. So I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. And I'm going to do the rest of my face and stuff. And then I'll come back and bake with this last sponge. And we'll see how that works. But so far, the detail one is winning in my book. I did like kind of the rest of my makeup. I haven't put like eyelashes on or anything yet. But I'm going to go ahead and bake. I'm going to use the complexion one. Yeah. The complexion sponge, which is the one that's like slanted only on one side like that. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna bake underneath my contour. So it picks up a good amount of product. I contour the sides of my nose with this one too. I don't think this one was like specifically made to bake or anything. I think I'm just using it like this because why not? It's okay to bake. I probably would also use this one to blend out foundation and concealer too. Like I feel like it's a good shape for that as well. It's not anything like too crazy. So I think that's all the sponges so far. I'm wearing the new Persona Georgia blush. It's these new ones right here. I really like the color of it. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up just the rest of my makeup, put some lashes on my lips, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so this is the finished look. By the way, this lip combo, oh my god, might be actually my favorite lip combo ever. I'm wearing the Alameda Cosmetics Dulce lip liner with the House Labs Le Monster Dust lip crayon. Literally a match made in heaven. This is like the best lip combo ever. I'm absolutely in love with it. Anyways, back to the sponges. So now that I have tried all of them, well, almost all of them, I didn't technically use the Hourglass one, but I used all of them, and I still, hands down, I like the detail one the most. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, the detail. So this is the one that just looks like a little teardrop. It's pointy, but this side is really good to just kind of blend everything all over the face. This is so good to get like right up in here underneath your eye. Say if you don't want to pick up the entire kit, I definitely recommend picking the detail one up. You guys can use my code, obviously. It is KATRINA. It'll save you 10% off, so it'll make it a little bit cheaper than $7 if you just want to buy one. I definitely think that this one was my favorite. Also, keep in mind, we all have different preferences when it comes to sponges. I know some people that love certain sponges that I don't like because it doesn't necessarily work for what I want my foundation and stuff to look like. I go for a more medium, softer coverage. I don't do something so super full coverage. So for someone who might like this velvet sponge, that's going to give them a lot more coverage than, say, a regular sponge that gives me a more medium coverage. It's just really like personal preference, what you think will work best for your needs. I didn't really have an issue with any of them. I think they were all really good. The only one I didn't really care for was that silicone center one. That was the one that I was like, oh, I don't really feel like that does too much. That one actually might be good to apply some skincare or something because it does have that silicone little center, so it won't like absorb your skincare or anything. So yeah, I definitely think it's more of just like personal preference of what you think you will use, what you will need. Want to try and test out which one works for you. I definitely say I would pick up the set. Well, obviously if they're $7 and 5, it would make it $35, so you are saving $15 buying the set. Definitely liked the detail one the most, and then my second favorite would probably be I can definitely see myself using the complexion one for all over my face as well, not just to like bake or anything. It's not marketed to bake or anything. I just used it for that reason today. So I can definitely see myself using that to apply foundation and get up there for concealer and stuff. And same for the Hourglass one. I can see myself using that all over my face as well. The velvet one, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'm just not used to this yet. I know a lot of people love the Juno & Co. velvet sponge, so if you like that one, you might want to try this one out because it is a really nice soft velvet, and I feel like it did apply everything really nicely. It's just not something that I'm super used to yet, so maybe I would need to try it a couple more times because I did like the way it felt on my face. I did like the way that it felt blending everything out, and I think that my foundation on the hell is this? Foundation on this side still looks really good too. When it comes to versatility, I feel like the detail sponge is the best option because it does have this rounder but also kind of flat side to kind of get everything all around the face like foundation. The pointed tip is really great for underneath the eyes for concealer. I also feel like you could probably use the other side to blend out any cream contour because it does have that tip where you can get right in the hollows of your contour and stuff, and you could probably even use like the other side for blush if you were gonna like kind of just pinch it like that and apply blush. I feel like this one is the most versatile to do a lot of different things. Overall, I definitely love the sponges. I think they're definitely one of the better sponges when it comes to like how much they like squish down. They're not super dense, they're really soft, and they do feel really good like quality. Like they don't feel like they're gonna rip really easily or anything. Obviously I haven't washed these yet, so I'm not sure, but they don't feel like it. You know, you can kind of feel sometimes which ones won't last, and these feel really nice. Like I'm kind of just doing this, and sometimes if you just do this with certain sponges they will rip, so they feel nice. Leave me a comment down below if you guys are gonna pick any of these up if you haven't already. What do you think? What do you look for in a sponge? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.